Sitting here editing this video, I just wanted to talk to you guys real quick. It contains some pretty embarrassing mistakes on my part, but I was hoping it would be a pretty good learning opportunity for some of you guys. Just a reminder to pay attention to what we're doing and not be complacent about what we're working on. It doesn't take too much to get yourself really hurt. In my case, it was a painful learning experience. One I should have known better, but luckily I didn't get too injured. But we'll get to that further in this video. I just wanted to address that up front. What's up? Welcome back to the channel. We're on a little bit of a different adventure today. We'll take you along and show you what we got ourselves into. But we're down at an auction to pick up a truck that we won. We're going to use the drivetrain out of it for another project. If you guys have been paying attention to the channel, I've hinted on what it is, but we'll fill you in on that later in this video, so stick around. What's up? Yeah, they auction everything, at motorcycles, everything were on there. There we are. Lot number 2045. Alright, let's open this bad boy up and give her a little check-see. No battery power, so we will have to hook it up. Get out in front of here. Take her down her linders. Alright. Set this here. I brought a...
It's dirty, but not bad.
It's not terrible.
No.
Looks alright. Let's see what we got here. That's a good sign. No chunder under the lid. What's up, dude?
Chilling.
Bought us a truck.
That's what Mike was saying.
Yeah. You ran this one?
We drove it in.
Yeah.
Just from down the road. Though.
Whose was it?
Salt Lake City.
It was Salt Lake City that owned it.
Pretty sure.
Cool. Well, that should be a drivetrain we got, so.
Oh, that's what you needed?
Yeah.
Right on, man.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
That's full. That's full. This one is a fly-by-wire. Let's see what this looks like. Actually looks pretty good. Alright, so let's put the jump pack on her. Coolant is a tad bit low, but there was no sign of it being inside the engine, so. Sound horrible. Little bit of a tappity tap on this one side, but that's probably just piston slap. quiet down as it warms up. Well, what do you think? I think we made a solid investment. It's got a box in it too. Oh shit, there's some tools in here. Clippers, some 22 shells. What's in that? So is there anything in that side? No. Huh. If I don't use it on something else, I wish it was a little smaller when I put it in the wheelies. This is probably for the light on the top. I think the switches were out. See if all the lights are working. Need a little air in that one tire.
Tires all got some fair tread on them though.
Yeah, they're pretty weathered. They'll get us home. Don't know that they'll be worth any money, but the front ones are a little newer. I don't think so. These have a tendency to have a little bit of piston slap. In the wintertime, my truck does the same thing. The LS engines, I think the way they build the pistons in, they have a little bit of play until they warm up. It's against the operating temp. Probably won't even make that noise anymore. Okay. Those front lights flashing. Okay. Let's drive her up front. Could always swap the front end of my truck to a cat eye, make it a Chevy. Whoa. Seat sits a lot lower. Uh, 83,353 miles. They haven't changed the tripometer in 31,000 miles. Let's see, hour meter. There's 6,439 hours. So let me do some math real quick.
Well, they leave them running all the time. Now the next test will be how the transmission does, huh?
Hours times average speed. So woo! 354,000 miles. She had more time on her than we'd expect.
More time on the engine, huh?
Seems to be running good though.
Transmission feels okay.
Trying to smash my shit. Throw that in the front seat. We might need it again. Okay, I guess listen for weird noises. Watch the temp. Oil pressure in the tank, but everything seems to be good. You got a mostly full tank of gas according to that gauge, so we should be able to make it home.
What sort of service on an airplane?
On a what?
What sort of service on the mirror
I don't, it could be a seat belt. It could be, you'd have to plug in and pull the code. I don't know if I got the stuff to even pull the code on it.
Well, you disconnect all that shit anyway.
Okay, I'll follow you. Shut it off. Pop the hood. I wonder if it's he's low on coolant. I know better than that, idiot.
You know what they call that? Textbook.
Well, I probably just burnt the living bejesus out of my face. The sad thing is I know better than that.
I'm not a smart man.
This is why you're stupid.
Idiot.
I'm gonna be honest, that one's on me.
Guess we can go in here and see if they got some coolant I can buy. I'll walk in and see, be right back out. Thoroughly disappointed with myself. Been around vehicle maintenance for 20 plus years, and I just pulled the most rookie move ever. It just wasn't using my brain. But I imagine we probably have a thermostat or something sticking, but I'm gonna fill this thing full of antifreeze and we're gonna run it and see if we can get the temps down. Hopefully we just got a bad thermostat or something stupid. Seemed to run fine otherwise though, shifting okay.
Yeah, shifting fine. It's driving the tires up. You can tell it
Shaking a little.
start shaking here and there.
Face right over it. That was the stupidest thing I've ever done in my life.
What an idiot! What an idiot!
Want me to put water in with it?
I have to add a little bit. Thinking about this afterwards, I'm wondering if we did have a stuck thermostat and the sudden pressure change of me opening that coolant reservoir may have been enough to dislodge it. That may also explain why the coolant was low if that thermostat was stuck and it was ran to the point that it boiled over out the overflow, because it wasn't leaking anywhere else once we had this thing up to operating temperature. Back down to normal. Alright, let's see if you guys will sit up there on the dash. Hopefully it was just low on coolant, but I know better than to make that kind of hope. Expect the worst, be ready for the worst. And when the worst doesn't happen, it's like being dumb, you're not disappointed. So, keep an eye on this temperature. We're still running. I think we're gonna have to unhook the battery. I think there's a bad cell in that battery.
Heating up again?
Oh, it just died.
Huh?
It just died.
Oh.
I think that battery's got a bad cell in it and it's crossing up.
Oh, there's things on that other battery you can hook those screws into.
Let's see. Seems good. Let's put you guys back up here on the dash and try that for the 700th time. But we're holding just under 200 degrees. Seems to be cruising down the road fine. Fingers crossed. It was just low and cool. Well, time will tell. We got another 20 miles or so to drive, so check back in and see where we're at. But we are cruising down the road. Everything seems to be on the up and up. I feel like we do have a tire that may be a little bit out of round from sitting, or it's out of balance, but other than that, it seems to be driving pretty good. The old Sierra behind us. It's good going down the road. My face, not so much. Side note, AC blowing, cold as can be in here. Feels good. And we're still running decent temps, decent oil pressure. Seems to be running pretty good. Alright, I've been running this long enough. I think I'm safe to temperature staying where it should be. I think we're safe enough to try and see how this thing really runs. Let's say we're passing somebody on the freeway. We're doing 65. We need to get on it and go around someone. Let's see what this thing will run like. Not too bad. Little bit of a miss. Seemed to run okay though. Slow back down. Get up around this corner, make sure we don't have any super troopers waiting for us. Hard shift, but I don't think this thing's seen overdrive in who knows how long. As high as those hours are on it, I imagine it spent most of its time idling. Alright, we're getting a little closer to home here. Still running good. Hovering right at that 200 degree mark, which is right where it should be. Seems to be running pretty good. She burns out. A little bit of smoke back there. Yeah. It's running all right. Staying cool. So I don't think we got any mechanical failures. We might have a small hole in the radiator or something that's steaming out, but she's holding temp. Has been for almost 30 miles now, so let's do one more hard pull. Now we're only rolling 40. Running good now. That first pull, I think she had a few cobwebs in her. Well, we made it back to my dad's house. I can smell a little bit of coolant, but everything's running cool, so we'll get out and check this thing out, let it run. Oh, my foot. It ran like a top. Did a pretty sweet one tire fire. I can smell a little bit of coolant.
The drip back there. Just your
AC. The AC's blowing cold as can be.
some drip. Right?
Yeah, it's water coming out of the condenser.
Oh, okay.
And that coolant that I'm smelling could just be what's burning off from it blowing up in my face.
Battery out of the boat?
No. You guys got any aloe vera in there?
I don't know.
She's good and red. It seems to be running good.
Feel better about it now than we did a minute ago, huh? You're not going to burn out my driveway, are you? Don't burn out my driveway.
Where do you want to park it?
Just out back. Got the trailer.
Tight on the keys. I don't think we need anything else out of there.
Normal face, red face. Normal face, red face.
Yeah, she's definitely red. I hope it don't blister and peel. Just a reminder, I got complacent, wasn't using my brain. I knew better. I know better. And I paid for it, for not using my brain. Like I said, hopefully it isn't as bad as it feels like it is right now. And I'll be all right in a day or two, but that could have been a lot worse. At least I got my eye closed. It could have burnt my eye and cost me my vision. So use your brain. Don't do dumb shit like I just did. Like I said, I should have known better than to open that when it was hot. I think I was just focused on other things. I could make a million excuses of why that happened, but the bottom line is I just wasn't paying attention and I did something foolish. So I could definitely edit that whole part of this out and act like it never happened, but for the benefit of everybody watching as a learning experience, I think I'm gonna put it in there. It definitely wasn't staged. I wish I wouldn't have done that. That was completely foolish. So pay attention to what you're doing, folks. But let's open the garage here and show you guys what the plan is and why we bought that truck. Because I don't need another truck, I already got one. He definitely don't need another truck, he's got a brand new one. We'll step in the garage here and show you what we're working with here. Well, we have this 1950 Willys pickup truck. So it's a year older than the Freedom Willys. And this is what we're going to put that little 5.3 the truck we just bought in. We're going to go a little bit different route with this one. The other one's 4-wheel drive. This one is going to be 2-wheel drive, and we're going to try and go as low as possible. Try to stretch those front tires clear out in front of it. We're going to turn this into a rat rod. So stay tuned to the channel. We got more project stuff coming up. We don't got a name for this one yet, so we're gonna have to figure a name for it out. But I don't know if you guys got ideas. What should we name this thing? Leave it in the comments down below. Tell us what you think, or roast me. Fire that algorithm up. Tell me how stupid I am for opening a hot coolant reservoir and getting shot in the face with hot antifreeze. But until next time, thanks for watching. As always, keep your adventures aimless, and we will see you on the next one. Hey, help this idiot build some cool stuff. Go get yourself a t-shirt and or some stickers from AdventuresAimless.com. Link in the description.